Good afternoon. This is your girl Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinion Vlog. Now, this video is going to be about the rap girls, okay? The female rap artists, the female hip hop artists in general. I want to go ahead and elaborate on this, being a writer, okay? Being a lyricist, writing your own raps, your own verses, your own music. I see this is the newest, biggest thing in the rap game. It's not new. Of course, it's been around for years. It's been around for more than 2 centuries. There are some rap artists, whether you are male or female, that do write their own music. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with rap artists who do not write, who just basically rap. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can write a song or a lyric for them, and they can just freestyle it with their chest, and they just really good at, what they do. And they don't have to be a writer. But I see that I feel like when I first start to hear about, being a writer, this came from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj always setting a tone and a precedent for something, just like subliminals. I've never heard of that term ever in my life until Nicki Minaj started saying it a couple of years ago, right before her infamous beef with Remy Ma. She would say, I don't beef, I throw subliminals. So she's a subliminal queen. This is why I give her that title. She also is the one that I originally, she's also the original one that started saying that, I write my music, I'm a writer. She started saying this, all of this came from Nicki Minaj, okay? I'm going to give credit when it's due. And now these upcoming and these new rap girls, they tend to brag about having writer's credit or writer credit. You know what I'm saying? Saying that I'm a writer. And I guess that's supposed to make them different from a regular rap artist, I'm assuming. But what I'm not getting for the girls that always say that I'm a writer or my pen game is lit or my pen game is solidified and strong is that a lot of these girls who are writers, and people, give them a title that, oh my God, like they, are phenomenal writers, they are dope writers and they all list writers, top-notch writers, all these positive accolades with writing. A lot of these girls can't write their own damn stuff a hit. So this is where they lose me. They lose, my interest. And this is where it don't make sense. Because a lot of these girls are bragging on their pen game. But the pen game cannot be that lit and that strong. Well, bitch, you cannot write yourself onto the Billboards, okay? You cannot write yourself a fucking Grammy or a BET Awards, okay? Or a VMA award. And that's the part that gets me. You guys, bragging about having, y'all bragging about being writers and having writer's cred. And oh my God, I don't written for other celebrities or artists, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the funny thing about you writers, you music writers or you rap writers, y'all doing all this writing, heavy writing, in your notebook, or like I said, on a sheet of paper, but you guys cannot sit down and put this strong pen game to work and write yourself a hit. And this is where, like I said, again, it would never make sense. And you guys tend to throw people like Cardi B, who's not a writer, under the bus. But again, Cardi B numbers don't lie. And y'all say that she's not a writer. I personally feel, and sometimes I leave this out because I'm just so used to hearing Cardi B don't rap. I do think Cardi B does add a little bit of wordplay, a little bit of bars here and there when her ghostwriters or her writer, Party Fontaine, is writing her music. I do think she contributes. We can agree to disagree. I don't know. We're not there. I'm not a fly on the wall to see, how this goes down in the studio. But I do think that Cardi B does contribute to some of her music that's being written. But majority, we're going to say about 95% of it is from Party Fontaine or her other ghostwriters. Because I'm pretty sure Party Fontaine is not the only one. He's the main one that do write for her. But she probably have 1 or 2 other writers that write for her. But like I said, one thing we can say, and that's factual, that we can't take from Cardi B is that, guess what? She got some really, really strong, good-ass writers. Because they write her some hits, okay? Most of her songs always end up on the Billboard. It charts, it streams, it sells. So somebody's doing a good job. And, her writers and her ghostwriter pen game, they get paid very well. So for these other regular female rap artists and just male rap artists who do solely write their music, a lot of them don't have hits. But they'll sit up there and brag, and they'll throw shade on Twitter in their posts or in their music and be like, oh, I'm a writer, I'm writing my songs. But bitch, you're not, the lyrics and the song and the verses that you're writing is not putting you where it needs to be. It's not elevating you. So this is why it's a complete embarrassment to brag about being a writer or to have writer's cred when your music ain't selling in my old Nicki Minaj voice. Because it's one thing to brag, have bragging rights and saying that you are a phenomenal writer and you write your music, but it's another thing that you're doing all this writing and you clocking and you pushing out all this music on the airways or on the streaming services and no one is picking this up. They're not buying, we'll say one of your songs. One of your songs ain't really streaming. Okay, you can't even drop a music video because you don't have the funding because the music, ain't really do good on radio and streaming services. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say, like, for all the rap girls that tend to come at Cardi B, like the Be a Girl, JT, Nicki Minaj, she's not gonna enter the chat because one thing I can say, Nicki Minaj, she do write, we're going to say a good amount of her music, you know what I'm saying? But she's not producing it. And I also feel that this is going to be shade, and this is factual. Nicki Minaj don't write 100% of her music. We'll say Nicki Minaj might write 90 or 85% of her music, but best believe she got some ghost writers or some writers that's helping her with her bars. I'm not going to give Nicki Minaj 100% credit on all her music. I'll say most of it, she might have written it, but best believe it got to be proofread. Some bars going to get changed. It may sound different to Lil Wayne. He may be like, you know what, go in and change this. Nicki ain't doing 100%. None of these girls are, doing, writing their songs and their lyrics 100%. This is why when you go to the music, description, or you go look at the info about the music, you will see that there's more than one writer under that song. This is why I say the information is free. All you got to do is Google and look it up, and boom, it's right there in your face. When a person do something 100%, it will only state their name. So this is why I say don't believe the hype, the smoke in the mirrors when these rap girls like Nicki Minaj say, I 100% write all my music. It's fucking cap and it's bullshit. It's one of the biggest caps and one of the biggest lies told in the music industry. Because like I said, all you got to do is go on that CD, now, I don't even think CDs is a thing no more. But back in the day, you could just, open that CD and y'all know how I have that booklet and have all the music information, the producers, the engineer, the writers, they have all that information. And Nicki Minaj have been telling us on and off for the past almost 15 years of her music career that she had written all her motherfucking songs by herself. But we got Safari Daniels on those first two albums as co-writers. So like I said, make it make sense. Anywho, moving on. We're not going to add Nicki Minaj into, this conversation because she does write her music, okay? I don't think she would, but she write. But like I said, for all the other rap girls, who do write, they're not doing it by themselves. And like I said, for the ones that who pen game is supposed to be lit and dope and hard and all this other stuff, it's very embarrassing to be bragging about you writing, but like I said, your music ain't selling and it ain't trending and it ain't streaming. That's a complete embarrassment. I'm not going to sit up there and be big up in myself and put myself on a pedestal or at the top when, bitch, I know in my mind I'm at the top, but in reality, I'm not. And a lot of people don't tend to call this out. They be sitting up there like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She dope because she write. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a writer. But no one is pinpointing she's a writer. Okay, I give her that. But, bitch, like, where's her music? Why it's not being played on radio? Why it's not really, it's not on YouTube? Why it ain't trending? If this is to be true. Why the music ain't being picked up like it's supposed to? Why it ain't being shared? Why it ain't being talked about? But you doing all this effortlessly, tirelessly, writing all of these, songs and all of these raps and verses. Come on now. I feel like some of the girls that are really good at writing, that are writers and that may write other music for artists, stick to that. Every time you getting paid and hey, people picking up your music or buying your music, stick to that. Some of these girls can write, but like I said, when it come down to them basically rapping what they write, it ain't hitting. And I feel like a lot of girls need to be honest with themselves. But that's one thing I respect about Cardi B, because she knows she is not a writer. She doesn't really write. That's why she paid for ghostwriters or writers to write her a hit. And I respect that. A lot of these girls won't be honest with themselves. They they care about, what people say or how people perceive them or how they look at them. And they say they need help or they need a ghostwriters. But a lot of you girls like Bia, JT, most of you rap girls do need ghostwriters and writers. But I guess y'all feel embarrassed or make y'all feel less than to have somebody to write y'all a hit. But a lot of y'all are struggling. The one who got this, supposed to be having this lit pen game, y'all are struggling in the music industry. And what's the point of being struggling if you're never gonna reach to the top or succeed? What's the point of you being here if this whole pen game is supposed to be strong, but you can't write yourself a song that is going to trend or be picked up on airways? It makes no sense. You remember, it's cost you a lot of money to pay for studio time, to pay for the producers and all this stuff to try to, make this song, come to life. But like I said, one thing I can say about Cardi B, y'all talk about her broken English, her accent. Y'all say, she remedial. Y'all say she sound like, a first or second grader. But guess what? She's going somewhere. With her language barrier, she's going somewhere than most of you girls who can pronounce your grammar properly. And that's the thing that's embarrassing. Y'all want to demean her. Y'all want to make her feel less than. Y'all want to talk about her dialect and her accent. But like I said, when it comes down to her spitting, her verses, and her rapping her music, it sounds so different on the radio. It sounds so different on streaming services than compared to when she get on live and talk. And this is what that's why she made a post, yesterday saying like, bitch, like this made me millions. And that's facts upon facts. Her talking that way and her sounding that way, making her millions. What is y'all pen game doing for y'all? Not a motherfucking thing. Y'all being very envious and jealous of this girl because she could do something that y'all can't do and that y'all struggling to do with the most latest pen game in the industry. Bill, JT. Y'all around here lap dogs, y'all ain't even top notch. Y'all ain't even top tier. Like I said, you got JT, 3 motherfucking songs, and you've been telling us about 2 years that you finna pursue a solo career. 3 motherfucking songs. And out of one of them songs, it ended up on the Billboards only for a week. And the bitch dropped off. 9 out of 10, that 4th, 5th song that she's gonna drop, that next album, it ain't gonna be litty lit. Mind you, JT's a writer. Make it make sense. You guys, you girls are struggling and y'all pen game is not really there. Stop letting these goddamn bars and all these fans boost y'all up and let y'all, make y'all feel like y'all superior and oh my God, because I write. You can write. Look, I write. A lot of people can write. But you can write some shit that don't make sense and that people ain't gonna buy. It's free to write. But y'all writing shit that's not getting played. That's not being used. That's not streaming. That's the sad part about it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Y'all idol Nicki Minaj. She can't even, like I said, she give y'all an encouragement and she boost y'all head up and saying that y'all rap, y'all right. But like I said, why your lap dogs, your mentees can't write themselves a hit? Okay? If they such, like famous writers or they such lit writers, make it make sense. That's why Cardi B is going to always be winning and she's going to run down on you writers with her non-writing ass. She's winning than most of you writers. We're going to also remove Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, and Doja Cat from this conversation, by the way. We're going to remove them. We talking about the other girls. They got so much to say. And bitch, like I said, when they drop any goddamn song, 2 or 3 minute songs, like I said, it's barely getting airplays. I see it. I see the numbers. Because y'all into numbers. This is a numbers game. Your girl Onika is into numbers. But none of her lap dogs are trending and really going nowhere. But Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Doja Cat, Lotto, their numbers is going somewhere. Megan Thee Stallion giving us free freestyle verses and stuff. And her music video getting millions of views. What about you, Bia? You got all this mouth. You're not going nowhere, honey. Sit your ass down. You being very jealous and you being very envious of Cardi B. Because like I said, she could do something that you can't do and you a writer. But like I said, you need to go reevaluate yourself Okay, maybe you need to listen to maybe you need to listen to yourself rap. Cause I don't like how the way you rap. I don't like your flow. I can see a lot of things wrong with the big girl, and that's why her music ain't fucking selling compared to the remedial Cardi B. The one who, you know what I'm saying, can't pronounce her words correctly. She's selling millions to the bitch that, like I said, who's supposed to be at the head of her game. Who grammar's on point, who's a writer. This bitch, like I said, flatlining, while you got the remedial woman over here, the broken English woman winning. Make it make sense. Y'all girls sound so dumb when y'all sit up there and try to go after Cardi B for not writing. She's smart. She got people on her team, like I said, making really good choices on her behalf. Y'all team need to stop motherfucking gassing y'all up, and you hoes are gonna stay on E, thinking that y'all paying games is lit and y'all not making a hit. Y'all need help. Y'all need ghostwriters. Y'all need writers. Own up to it. Admit it. Y'all do. Stop listening to these goddamn folks. Talking about, oh my God, you doing good by yourself. You can write, girl. They tell you lies. That's why you ain't going nowhere. Girl, look. They don't want to talk about this conversation. But facts is facts. I'm looking at the Bia girl, all her platforms. Look at Bia platforms. Look at all her social media. If you look at her music videos and just her content and her body of work, people are not really viewing and supporting her like that. But then, like I said, when she beefs with Cardi B, you got all the fake love and the fake outrage and also the fake barbs, from Nicki Minaj camp, because she's going against her enemies, or saying we love Bia. You know what I'm saying? Bia can write, she can rap, but then, like I said, when you go on her social media platforms, the numbers ain't numbering. This is a number game when it come down to, these celebrities. It's all about the numbers. But then, like I said, look at JT. JT been in the industry since 2018. As a collective, as a duo. You know what I'm saying? She was the one that most people like, that rap on beat and that can rap. She's been telling us for about 2 or 3 years that she is going solo, and you telling me only 3 motherfucking songs we're able to get from JT within, I would say, the recent months. 3 fucking songs when the girls don't drop albums, multiple EPs. Are you kidding me? And we putting these girls on a pedestal in a platform higher than a Cardi B, and saying that they're better than a Cardi B. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't want this conversation. I'll catch y'all later.